Okay, and here we go. Hey, Captain. A lot of selling, a lot of red on the boards today, it looks like. Looking for kind of reversals, bounce backs, whatever. So let's see what the day holds. Now, hopefully, we can claw back some of the losses from yesterday. So I'm effectively 2,000 red on the week, despite yesterday's catastrophe car crash. At least I hope that those of you that saw the car crash yesterday enjoyed it. And away we go. So now, Datadog, top mover at the moment with any kind of volume. It's going to be one of those days today, I think. Fabio. Oh. Cheers, Dave. Yeah, look, it's your fault. You're the one that encouraged me to trade after hours, and I was drunk enough to listen to you. Hey, Alphabet. Lumen makes a bounce back today. Let's have a quick look at the chart. Sold off heavily with the market. Was there earnings out last night for Lumen? Or was it just capitulating along with the market? Shut up, Max. I managed. What's more frustrating? I have to laugh, because if I don't laugh about it, then I'll end up crying. But I have to laugh. But what's more frustrating than anything is the fact I was $13,000 down, and I traded the whole day on. But well, I say I traded the whole day. It was like half an hour. But I mean, I traded BoE and got green. I did like half an hour for, trade after I finished the stream here, and then during power hour I got green. So I was green on the day. It was like the 8th green day in a row. I put in a streak together, and then I took an idiot trade. Just a speculative momentum chasing, push the button and hope trade. And like, your judgment goes out of the window. We know that. If you're operating heavy machinery, they say don't drink, because your judgment goes out of the window. If you're driving, they say don't drink, because your judgment goes out of the window. So trading is no different, and that was proof last night. It wasn't a school night, Max. It was Wednesday. Who needs an excuse to drink? I mean, Tuesday is usually a good excuse, but so's Wednesday. It's hump day. Hey, look, stop. Oh, not really much in terms of moving. It's there's a lot of earnings today. If you're on the Day Trade with Tony Discord, you can go into the earnings drop section, the earnings thread. There's over 10 pages of, I think it's 11 pages of earnings. So check that out if you want to see what's earnings. I mean, there's some significant names today, but there's a lot of earnings taking place today, or dropping today. So IO Biotech. Stop flip. What was pure entertainment was the actual live stream. The recap was kind of a car crash. Well, the live stream was a car crash, but what you got to do? Well, if you're going to do that, Alistair, make sure you're not trading. Right, okay. So why is Virax moving up? Virax is double top there at 213. Right, okay. Virax BioLite launches RSV flu and COVID-19 combo rapid test kit in Europe. So triple virus antigen rapid test kit is what they've just launched. That dropped half an hour ago, so that's why it popped up here. We're double topping at the moment, so it's not a good time to get in just yet. Hey, Doug. Hey, look. If you can't take it, don't dish it out. Hey, look, we had fun. That was absolutely cheap Rioja. Don't drink cheap Rioja. Make sure you don't have to buy expensive one. Just buy a quality one. That wouldn't happen if I was drinking proper. If I drunk some decent wine, it wouldn't have happened. I'll put Virax on here and watch that moving. So we did break the highs. We got up to 14. So the new high of day is 214. I'll be oh no, I can't really trade that. That's just no. Is what that is. So Novavax capitulated this morning, big time. Sold off all yesterday as well. Novavax reached over $25 on Tuesday, and then it's sold off since. Not even looked back. Yeah, absolutely, Alistair. Is that how many perforations there are in your Yorkshire tea bag? Discord? The Discord's a private Discord for day trade with Tony students, Leo Santos. So if you want access to the Discord, join the community. Sign up for day trade with Tony. You get lifetime access to the Discord as well. Virax Bio is currently the biggest mover. You can email me anytime you want, Leo Santos. It's Tony at hustle-with-tony.com. I'm not hiding the stats or the figures there, Nairo. Oh, Tribixney. There's nobody hiding any figures or stats. I've just not taken any trades yet. So that's why, if you're looking for details, you're looking for my P&L, which is that section in the middle. I've not taken any trades yet. Yeah, the market's red today, and it's not going to recover. I'd be very, very surprised if it recovers today. It might recover next week, but it's not going to recover today. We've got jobless claims later. We've actually, what was the Bank of England interest rate? That dropped 75 base points. Is that right? Raised to 3% now. No. Yeah. Just looking at the BoE. Yeah, so it's 75 base points on the BoE as well. So it followed suit from the Fed yesterday. So 3% is the BoE interest rate now. That's pretty loud. Turn that down a bit. Try not to flip jug. If I'm taking a day trade, I try not to hold through earnings releases. I prefer just to liquidate my position. If my long-term holdings, I don't care. But from a yeah, of course you can email me. Holding an intraday trade is very risky through going through earnings. Trading the reaction to earnings is fine, but holding it getting in beforehand and holding it through earnings, unless you have an idea what's going to happen, it's difficult. So I've traded a couple of times this week where I've known or I've had a good inkling of what's going to happen. So Meta, that was selling off prior to earnings, and I was shorting it. The earnings came out and it bounced, and I took another short position, and it tanked. So that was worth holding in because you know full well a lot of these companies, particularly the larger cap stocks, you know full well ahead of time what the earnings are going to be like. Hey, thanks, Edison. Good to see you again. Hey, Matt. Virex is up. Virex is up at 220s now. I didn't sell Amazon, Alex. I didn't trade Amazon. Yesterday I traded Boeing. Was the best trade yesterday. Not only was I went long to start off with, made 12k. Then I went short, ended up with $400, and went long again and made another couple $100 on that. So I was over 13,000 profit on Boeing yesterday, and then gave it all away with a stupid trade. But there you go. What am I going to do? Yeah, well, that's the way it is, unfortunately, Flip Jug. I think think if you're in Thailand or the Philippines or somewhere, the markets are not opening until late at night. So, 2:30 in the afternoon is not bad. At least you've got the morning to yourself and do whatever you want, have a lie-in, and then trade the afternoon. And you don't have to trade the whole day. So you can have a lie-in, do what you need to do, and then trade a couple of hours in the afternoon, and then finish at 4, 5 o'clock, whatever. So those kind of working hours. Yesterday was nuts. I was nuts yesterday. That's for sure. Well, hey, look, had to do something to liven up the party. I couldn't leave it to Powell. Oh my goodness, that guy is dull. Is it me, or is that guy just the antithesis of the guy just seriously lacks charisma. I think most of us were. I think most of that press conference was falling asleep while he was talking. The guy is. You left 10k on the table, Kinga? Yeah, well, I gave away 18. So leaving it on the table is better than throwing it away. Trust me. Of course you do. Messaging, I'll just mute that. All right, what else is moving? Nothing. Abio. Abiona Therapeutics. Okay. Why is that messing up right now? Yes, I do trade. Yeah, I do trade options, Flip Jug, from time to time. But I trade that on my interactive account. They've got a better options chain. You can trade options on DAS. I actually don't think CMEG does options. But if I'm trading options, then I'll do it with my interactive account, my other account with Interactive Brokers. Market caps, I don't. What I tend to do is I typically I prefer to trade low float, low cap stocks. I will venture out of that. So I trade the momentum. I follow the momentum. I follow the volume. That's what I try to do. However, that being said, my sweet spot is stocks with less than 100 million in the float that are priced between $5 and $30. So that's typically what my sweet spot will be in terms of what I'm. Now I may trade. I've got a floor. I don't like to trade below. I don't like to trade below $3 per share, and I will occasionally do that depending on the momentum of the stock. But I have a hard cutoff at $2. When it comes to higher cap stocks, the S&P, the big boys, you have to have a large account or serious leverage to trade them, or any no, come on, let's be realistic. If you've got a huge following like some of the gurus on YouTube, you can move the price, and another day trader just recently got fined for doing exactly that earlier this year, and manipulating the market. So going for those micro float stocks, if there's only like half a million shares in the float, and you're taking 50,000 shares, and then you've got your following taking the, of course you can manipulate the you can manipulate it. Of course you wouldn't want to take 50,000 shares of a 500,000 float stock, because you're taking 10% of the company then, and essentially you've got a whole bunch of red tape that you're going to have to fill in with regards to regulations and stuff. But if earnings season in particular, so you don't tend to get the volatility in the same way with the large cap stocks that you do with the low float, low cap stocks. You get a lot of volatility. You get a catalyst, and you can get 40, 50, 100, 150, 300% moves intraday with some of these low float stocks. We're getting some volatility now. Carnival. That just moved like 30 cents, that one move. And it pulled all the way back. Hey, Steve. I don't tend to day trade options. I tend to swing trade options, FlipJug, rather than day trade them. In earnings season, you can really get stung by the volatility, I find, in earnings season with options. Agrify, is it moving, Klaatu? Okay, so Carnival, not seeing any catalyst for that particular move. It's lost it anyway. Yeah, and there's not. No, I disagree. The volume's not great on it at all. But 1.2 million shares traded, but I'm not seeing any decent volume at all. No. And it's not exactly up a huge amount. It's up 10%. It's 148 agrified now. These low price, like I said, I won't trade below $2. I don't like trading below. I'm not saying it's wrong to trade stocks at that price, but let's face it, most of these stocks at this price are garbage anyway. But I would never go long, hold long term anything that's priced at like $1, $2, $3. It's just, for me, it's suicide. It's financial suicide to be investing your long-term gains in these garbage companies that are extremely volatile. stick with the index-linked ETFs or S&P 500s or for long term. But if you want to intraday trade it, I don't trade below $2 either. I certainly don't get involved in the penny stocks, the OTC markets and things like that. But yeah, Agrify is just testing 230 now. Sorry, Virax is testing 230 now. Yeah, well, that's the problem with options, is that if you're taking a position and you're holding the stock for, and you're holding the stock for a swing trade, at least when you get out, if it goes against you, you're going to get out with some gains, if you will. If it goes against you, you can always have the option of holding it longer for a reversal. With options, you're limited because you have the expiry, and they could expire worthless if you hold them longer than you should. So it's always risky to do. Options can be great, particularly if you've got a small account. Options can be great because it gives you that additional bit of leverage, but they are extremely risky because you can lose the whole piece. Thanks, Gigi. No problem, Kinga. I can't take the day off today. I should do. I was hungover in a few ways this morning, so why not trade Virax? Virax is it's 225, so it's below my floor of $3. And whilst it's moving up nice, it's not moving up with huge volatility. It's a 5-cent range at the moment. If it was moving up like what did we trade a couple of last week that was under $3, Epics I think it was, moved up huge amounts, and it was the volatility and the trend was so strong it was easy to trade. But Virax right now, it's moving up, but it could quite easily just plummet down at the same time. You get one person that take big size with Virax because it's a relatively small float as well. If they unload at the top, and Ross is probably trading this right now, if they unload at the top, it's going to plummet the stock. Don't mention Roku to me. It's a 4-letter word. Well, I'm looking for good relative volume. If it's trading volume, I'm looking for relative. I look for what it's normally doing on a daily basis over the last 3 months or so, and then I look for what it's done already. And if it's more than that pre-market, I'm looking for at least 3x across the day. It needs to be 3x relative volume as a minimum. If we're approaching the daily average in pre-market, the likelihood is that we'll get to kind of 3x or more once the bell rings. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking something either equivalent to or better than the daily average during pre-market already. When I'm looking at, I don't want that to be all in one spike either. I'm looking for on the daily, on the 1 minute time frame, so I'm getting consistency in terms of the momentum and the upwards trend. I'm looking for good volume on the 1 minute time frame. So ideally, I'm looking between 10, 20, 30,000 shares a minute coming through pre-market. That goes up to at least 50,000 shares a minute after the bell. At least 50,000 after a minute. Ideally, you want more, but what's the news on Virax? So they've launched in Europe. They've launched a triple antigen test kit for flu, COVID, and something else. So they've just launched a triple antigen test kit for over the counter. That's why that's moving up. Behave yourself, Fuzzy. What did I think about the Fed hike yesterday? That was kind of expected. The action was kind of expected, a sell-off, big sell-off. But 75 base points was what was already, baked into the market. I think we were hoping for 50 base points. I think we would have had a big rally on the markets if we got 50. There were some people worried that there might have been 100 base points. I don't think that was ever an option, but 75 base points was kind of normal, J-Spec. Yeah, absolutely, Fuzzy. I only ever do double-sized Baroccas, Alistair. Never do regular size ones. Yeah, so let's have a look at the market. So the NASDAQ is probably the worst performer at the moment. Put it on the 15 so you can see. So yesterday, when Powell started to address it, at the top of the hour, things went up, and then so it's 2 o'clock, and then at the bottom of the hour, as soon as he started talking, the market's tanked. A little bit of a bounce, but it just continued selling off into the close. It didn't stop there, so even after hours, it's continued to sell off. So that's the Nasdaq. The S&P 500 exactly the same. So that's the markets as it stands, and we're down at the moment. We're finished heavily down yesterday, but we're down at the moment about 0.69% on the S&P 500. And almost a full percentage point on the NASDAQ. But we're still a long way off the absolute bottom that we hit. So we're not down at 350. So let's put it into context. Early last month we got down as low as 350 on the SPY. So 3,500 if you look at the SPX. So SPX. So this is we got down as low as say 3,500 early October. We're a long way off those lows, but it's been a big sell-off. It was a big sell-off into the close yesterday. We probably will continue selling off. In my own personal opinion, we probably continue selling off into the weekend now. We've got the jobless claims data is due to drop. Did that come out? Let's have a quick look. So we've got quite a few macroeconomic catalysts taking place today. So we had the Bank of England raise their interest rates to 75% as well. I'm just trying to look for the jobless claims. I thought that was due to drop at the bottom of the hour. All right, so that's from last month. Okay. I'll wait for that to drop. I thought they were coming out today. But I was confident they were coming out today. Oh yeah, they've jobless claims have come out. They have. Didn't really impact the market too much. We continued sell off. So we've got 1.485 million versus the expected 1.45 million. Initial jobless claims were 217,000 versus the expected 220,000. So good is bad and bad is good on these numbers, by the way. Okay, so it's not too bad. Data. Morning, Art. Well, I don't know if it's volatile. There's plenty of volatility. It's just there's been a lack of volume on the volatility. That's the thing, and it's the volume that we need. So Virax up there at 230. It's not really. It was up there at 230s a while ago, but you can see it's not really got the momentum to be making good gains on there. It's one of these slow burners as it's climbing. So I'm kind of not willing to put my equity into that at this moment in time. But we'll see. Hey, Meniel, good to have you back. Oh, we're up at 232. Current high is 235. So just breaking highs now on Virax. Breaks 250. I might be interested. If it picks up the speed of growth, then I might be interested. Still going, absolutely. Oh, that's a good trade, that one, Armenia. That's one of those that you should have been getting early and scale in. Yes, flip jug. I have a. It's not random. Trust me. It's. I have a button that it will use 90% of my buying power. So how many shares I can take with 90% of my buying power, that's what it will do. So 90% of my buying power, and then I end up going with pretty much my max buying power. And the broker will allow me to do, and that's why the random numbers. No, I don't. If you look, it's if you look at this on the daily as well, I mean, Virax was up at what, 22, 24 dollars back in July, August, and slowly been selling off. It's VWAP is just under 215s, so what, 20 cents above the VWAP. I wouldn't say that's overextended right yet. if it was like $3 and the VWAP was still at 250, and then yeah, it's extended, it's going to come back a bit. So I don't think it's extended. I mean, if it had just been, if you look at it on the 5 minute, if you look at this and it's just green candles all the way, it's had continual pullbacks, it's had the consolidation pullbacks, consolidatory pullbacks, finding support at key levels. So I don't think it's overextended. It's extended to the upside, absolutely, but I don't think it's overextended. Is there, you know, is there upside to go? I think potentially yes, but will it continue? I don't know. We'll see. I mean, we're getting pullbacks on a regular basis. We had on the 5 minute, so consolidation from the initial move up. Then we've had this consolidatory pullback. We've got the enveloping candle there, which is very bullish because we get the red, and then we've got the enveloping candle there, which covers that, and it moves up again, and get a bit of a pullback here. Now, this will probably turn green. It's pulling back right now on the 5 minute, but it probably turned green. Look, I'm okay. I'm okay, Alfred. I've not traded anything yet, Alfred. There's nothing jumped out at me as yet. There's quite a lot of volatility. There's quite a lot of moving. There's quite a lot moving, but they're not moving. They're not sustaining. They're up, then they're down, then they're up, then they're down. There's quite a lot of earnings this morning as well. There's earnings coming out this evening. Some Moderna, Coinbase is this evening, I think. What happened with Robin Hood yesterday? Not a lot. Yeah, didn't move very much at all. I think Moderna was this morning. Moderna's making moves to the upside. It had a bit of a sell-off, so Moderna could be interesting. See, this is a level. Oh, what's the high there? 36.26. Some good volatility on this. It's up at 138 on the ask, 137 on. So this is $1.50 on the spreads on Moderna. But it can move. couldn't quite get the top of that, so I'm just taking half off. I'll take all of it off, actually. I'll lock in $1,600. That's a nice little scalp. Dave, I can either sell via market, or I can set a what do you call it? I can sell on a limit on the montage. Either which way, so market or limit, either way. So that's, if only every trade was that easy, Fuzzy, you know. I've just been sent a very silly gift. Cheers, Lexter. I'm not gonna. Nobody's gonna let me live this one down now, are you? I mean, come on, give me a break here. That's 10% of the 10% back of the of what I spent on that wine last night. So, yeah, cheers. Thanks for that. No, you can set your hotkeys so you can actually it will prime your montage for a limit order. You can pretty much do all of that. So you can prime whatever it is, position, limit order, set your on your keyboard, have hotkeys. Press your hotkey and it primes it for a limit order. You can have it at a half position, you can have it a quarter position, you can have the full position, whatever it is, and you can set the limit price even if you want to at whatever on the bid, on the ask, whatever. Just play around with the script and in the paper trading account, Dave, and do it that way. And if you want me to help you set that up in Dash Trader, just reach out to me on the Discord, and I'm happy to walk you through how to do those scripts. No problem. What was I going to do? I was either going to laugh or I was going to cry, Lexter. All right, so Moderna pulling back. We've pretty much got a nice portion. We could have got more out of that, but nice portion of that move in terms of getting out at the top. It's Virex is up at 250s. No problem. Yeah, no problem. I send Ethereum to everybody that asks for it on the internet. Mostly the Nigerian guys. I send loads of Ethereum to Nigerian guys that only need $2. That's for me the best way to keep the money is to give it away. Why not? That's how to get wealthy. Your best bet. Your best bet, relax Rolodex, is go and make some money. And if you only need $2, go and get a job. Go and fish in the local wishing well. You'll pick up $2 worth of change there. Then you can deposit it. And why do you need $2 to remove your money from your wallet? how much money have you got in your wallet? If you've not got $2, I would expect that you've not got much money in your wallet. So I would just leave it there, and hopefully you'll have it'll grow and over the next couple of years while you're trying to find $2. So exchange, if you got it on your Trust wallet, exchange it for Ethereum. That's what exchanges do. Yeah. Somebody educate this guy on how things work, because he's clearly hasn't got a clue. Yeah, you just keep chatting in the in the chat there, relax Rolodex. You're not going to get any money off anybody, but keep chatting in the chat. It's great for the algorithm. The engagement's great. I don't even give the local hustler outside the corner shop his money for a hostel, so I'm not going to give you $2 for your Trust wallet. Storybud, can you give me €1 for the hostel? I'm kind of. They always say that. Can you give me €1 for the hostel? I'm like, what? What hostel charges €1 per night? It sucks to be you, buddy. Now it's extended. This might be a gap and go candidate, Pyrex. We've got 35 minutes to the bell. Well, the music is it's actually off YouTube. It's for I kept getting demonetized on YouTube because of the music copyright infringements on the. So I've had to download their playlist and use that instead, knowing full well it's their playlist. They're not going to copyright strike me. So. Yeah, I think so, Armenia. We'll see. Well, you've got to the brass neck. There's the doji, so I get in just as it reverses. That sounds about right. That was the story of my life yesterday as well. Well, I'd have to pay the copyright fees there, Alistair. And I Got You, Babe with Chrissy Hine was probably the best one that they did. I'm not rising to the bait that you're trying to say. I know what you're doing, Alistair. We all knew which one you was referring to. No, is the answer. It's already broke the 9. I knew the reversal was coming because of this doji here. We've got a little doji at the top just after I entered, and then we've got a new low. So that's exit indicator 1 or reversal indicator 1. A candle makes a new low. That's reversal indicator 2, and then comes the reversal. So I knew that was going to reverse on me, but I thought I'd give it 10 cents. How long is this going to go on for, guys, now? Mick Hucknall, I wonder what he's doing there. Great voice. Face like a melted dustbin lid, though. This is the first real pullback of any note since $2. The doji on the 5-minute kind of double indicator there. So I'm just waiting. I'm just watching this. I'm going to be getting out in a second. It's kind of at the level where I need to get out. If it reverses, great, but it moves up, moves back up, fine. But right now, it's not appetizing for me to stay in this trade. I can always get back in later. The doji is a candle that the opening price and the closing price on the candle are essentially the same, or close to the same. In this case, it is. So that you'll find it on the volume profiles as a blue here. So it's not green, it's not red. So it usually shows up either white or blue. I've got it as blue. Some people have it as white because it's neutral. So that's at the doji, where the opening price and the closing price is the same. And what you'll find is that it's usually a change in sentiment between the buyers and the sellers. What you find is it's usually a moment of indecision on the market for when you're trading a particular stock. So dojis are usually a good indicator of a reversal at the top of a move. Yeah, it was a red day and multiple occasions, Alistair, but I'm sure you're sat there giggling away thinking you're very funny. Now, there are different types of doji. You can have what's known as the shooting star doji, which is where the body is at the bottom and you've got an upwick. You've got the hangman doji, which is the reverse of that. You've got the tombstone doji, which is it looks like a tombstone. It's like a cross. So there's numbers of different types of dojis, and each one can tell you a little bit about the price action. So if it breaks 250 again, I'll get out. Given that there's not a lot else moving right now. Well, not with any kind of volume, at least. Got half an hour to the bell. Let's get out. I'm sure your kids groan every time you open your mouth, Alistair. All these dad jokes coming out. Best treaded? Right. Etsy. Let's have a look at Etsy. It's low volume, but it's downwards trending after its pump last night. It's underneath the VWAP. Amazon making moves up. Very choppy. It's above the VWAP, needs to stay there, but it's been just chopping above and below the VWAP, so it's basically that's sideways chop. Can't really trade that. You can, but it's risky. Well, we're over 1,000 up on the day so far. Lo-fi. I'm gonna have to ban Les and Alistair from the chat, aren't I? At least if you're gonna make jokes in the chat, make them funny, please. I'm not in the mood to be groaning at these dad jokes. I mean, really. Anybody for Roku? Anybody want to trade Roku for the upside after its sell-off? Under Armour. Had earnings this morning, I think, Under Armour, didn't it? Okay. Abio. Nothing doing there either. Okay. We're just going to wait, guys. Wait, and patience is a virtue. Well, that's what they say. Wait for the setup. Now, is anybody looking at anything? Is there? What are you watching? What are you guys watching? Let me know. What are you watching for the open? See, Roku, I was trying a different strategy. I was trying to yesterday. I was buying high and selling low. I thought I'd heard somewhere that's a good trading strategy. It didn't work out for me. Yeah, Virex is on a 5-minute pullback at the moment. 5-minute consolidation. But we need to get over 255 for this to be of interest again. Actually, well, let's draw the little ray line for the descending resistance here. There we go. Earnings, do earnings normally attract action? Absolutely. But what earnings do is it brings volatility into the market on a stock-by-stock basis. So it's an individual catalyst that each stock has, and it brings volatility in, and that way people can make their own decisions, but trade the price action. So it's buy high, add to the dip, then sell at the bottom. That's what I think. That's what we're supposed to do, isn't it, Klaatu? Maybe see what happened yesterday is the wine. It filled out in my brain some of those wrinkles, so I ended up being very smooth brained. Come on, guys, we've got on TikTok, we've got right now 25 minutes to get to that 3K like number. Get the like count up to 3K. This dog's not had a treat all morning. She didn't want to go out for a walk, but there's something wrong with her. She didn't even want to go out for a walk this morning either. I think she might be a little bit under the weather. Come on, guys, get the hit the thumbs up button on YouTube. Let's get that like count up. Hey, Bob. Well, the Virax is just it's pulling back. It's consolidating now. We've got a bit of the flag formation right now. Thinking this might be one of the gap and go candidate for us. So I'll put the pre-market highs on there as well. Nice little wedge forming here. There's the breakout. The breakdown. Take profits, Tony. A minute, 57. Let's see, can we get... Bob, absolutely. Just rewind the stream, and you'll be able to see the trades on Moderna. I did it live on the stream, so just rewind. It'll be the first trade on Moderna would have been about 44 minutes into the stream. Cheers, Arminio. But everybody else should be doing too. Hitting that thumbs up button. Yeah, I wouldn't read too much into that, Armenio. It's a big order, but I don't think it's a real one. And you've always got to be wary of that. If you're watching your level 2, you can and I advise you do watch the level 2, but just be wary that a lot of the, level 2 can be highly manipulated. A lot of the orders are fake. A lot of the larger orders can be fake. But if people have got orders in there, which is one of the things about stop losses and stuff, that if there's a lot of stops in place, they're actually on the market as orders, sell orders or buy orders depending on which position you're in. The range on this is the ATR is 5 cents, so that's not a bad stop loss to be taking on this as well. Put it into context. Risk 5 cents. Yeah, I'll feed her a treat in a moment, Matt. What have we got left? 15 minutes. 15 minutes to the bell. I don't really want to be in this at the bell. I think we might get a dip and rip. Yeah, I would do the same as well, Armenia. I don't trust it enough to stay in it at the open. I'll wait for it to. Actually, I can move the pre-market high now. That's the pre-market high now. 65. Like you can see on the level 2 that there are some potential big positions that can, like you say, it can fall. I mean, 265 is a bit of a strange number to get rejected at, but hey, look, it's a $2 stock, so although it was $26 back in July, $28, I think. Yeah, $29 it went up to in July. Or came down from, rather. Went from $29 to $5.50 in a single day. So yes, this can drop hard. Yeah, the markets are all down. I mean, the markets are continuing to sell off. If you're a futures trader, then the VWAP fade isn't not a bad strategy to employ today. I think every time the market hits the VWAP or pulls up to the VWAP, take a short position and watch it sell off. So it's been tracking the 20 EMA as a support level since it pulled back, but it's right on the 9 now. If it gets lower than this, like I said, I was going to give it 5 cents, which is what it's on now, so I'll just get out. But I'll always get back in if it does decide to move. We've got 12 minutes to the bell. Blaze, no volume. No volume. Here we go. Would you like a treat? Come on. Here you go. If you don't come for it, you're not getting it. Miako. Miako. What's the matter? You have 2. Oh, you've got a bit of a temperature. I think I'll take you to the vets tomorrow. Oh, you're coming now, are you? Well, there you go. Up. There you go. That's what you got. Got another one for you as well here, okay? You have 2. You have 2 today. I'll give you this one. I won't make you stand up because I think you've got a bit of a temperature. I won't make you stand up for the second one. There you go. There's a good girl. Yeah. Let's have a look. Is Moderna still moving? No. What spreads on Moderna now? Still 50, 60 cents on Moderna of the spreads. But we've got a cup and a handle. Looking like a bullish, but needs more volume. Cup and handle needs volume to break out with that cup and handle, so not really something I'm gonna. So Virax consolidating around the 250 level. Jemaya hitting the scanners. Low volume. Where's the volume gone? Odd up to 1160s. That's 2 you've had. I'm not giving you no more. What's on with your eyes? Have a look. I'm gonna wipe and a watch later, okay? Robin Hood. Virex is where the volume is. They say follow the crowds. So Virex is where the volume is. There's not much in the way of anything else. Peabody. Briefly hit the top of the scanners there. Let's have a look. Why is Peabody moving up? Let's find out, shall we? There's a conference call at 11 a.m. market time. Q3 earnings released before the market opened, so that's why this is moving up. Anything else? Good earnings report. Okay. Decent earnings. Might be one to watch later as well. No volume. Not enough volume. I'm not saying there's no volume, it's just not enough volume to trade it. I have to get a link taken out of this watch again. Must have lost weight. No comments from Alistair, please. I knew that you wouldn't miss an opportunity, so I had to get in there first. No, so we'll just watch for some volatility right now. We're getting spikes down all at the moment. Just patience now, guys. I've got green. It's about staying green and improving on it. I need 2K today, just over 2K, just to get green on the week. I'll need 10K to get green on the month. It's only day 3. Yeah, Roku's making moves up. Roku hit 62 yesterday, or 61.90. And had a low of 41.15, so that's over $20. That move on Roku. No wonder I lost 18K with it. I'm not revenge trading. If Roku gets a bit more volatility, then it could be interesting. But right now, I mean, the spreads are, what, 10, 15 cents? That's not too bad. But needs to break out with a bit of volume. Yeah, I think the least said about that, the better. Firex just consolidating now. I can get rid of this this line here. Nope. Nice move up, but no. Not enough volume. Peloton trying to make a comeback from its sell-off. Big sell-off. Peloton was up at over $9 yesterday. It's been as low as, well, less than $7 today. So $2 sell-off overnight. Equinox Gold. No. Neurometrics. Oh, now we're talking. Neurometrics is motoring. Check that out. We've traded this before. This was back in May. Earlier this year, it was up at $7. Back in May, it went up to $6. August, it was up at $4.50. So it's a steady decline. But let's have a look. Okay, so there is a catalyst just dropped. Neurometrics announced a strategic launch of Quell fibromyalgia. Which is a medical device authorized by the FDA to help reduce the symptoms of fibromyalgia. Fair play. That's the kind of volatility we're looking for. If only it was a higher price start. 2 minutes to the bell. Well, 1 minute to 30 seconds to the bell. I'll change the scanners over whilst we're here. And the bell should be, here we go, 10 seconds, 9, 8, 7. Do the countdown yourself. IPX halted. Kit just launched in. Yeah, no follow through. Then I had poor earnings, which is why it's sold off, but it's trying to make a comeback. Well, let's see what the world brings us. So that's where it finished yesterday, so 221. Well, this is United Therapeutics. Neuromedics. Really motoring again. Breaking highs. There's Neurometrics. I'm sure it's this same device, .NET Superhero. Maravai Life Sciences halted to the upside. Anybody seeing anything? Let's Retrosite. Up there at 23s. No volume. Getting quite a lot of big movers, but no volume to go with it. Meris. Come on, give us something with a bit of volume, guys. TXG. This is halted to the upside. TXG halted to the upside. Sava looking to break pre-market highs. A lot of spikes down. So this is Sunrun moving up. Some of those Chinese stocks moving, are they, Dave? Oh yeah, this is nice. Will it break? Would have been nice to have got in on that. As it went green on the day. Lower price, same movement. Billy. Trying to go green on the day. New Oriental Education, no volume. Tal Education. Some of the Chinese stocks moving, motoring, some not so much. BTU moving up. Breaking highs. to 10 cents. Well, Peabody had good earnings. It looks like there's quite a bit of bullish sentiment in the energy sector today. All between the spreads here. Lock some in. It's a nice quick 900. And what I'll do is I'll just, what are we? Set a 20-cent trailing stop. I'll see if that's wide enough, that 5,000, but 20-cent trailing stop, we'll see. What am I trading, Mohammed? This is Peabody Energy. Oh, the ticker is BTU. So it's stocks. If you're wondering what is the instrument I'm trading, it's stocks and shares, equities. We're $2,600. So we're 3,300 up on, 3,400 up on the day. So we're not too far off today's goal. I'll take a look at rig for you. So this is Transocean Limited. I guess connected to the energy sector. There's a little doji there at the top here. See the doji? Then we get a red candle makes a new low. That's a reversal indicator. I was talking about that a little bit earlier. So it needs to make a new high to negate this doji. It needs to break 388 now. So rig could move up. In terms of the moves here, the lack of volume is a little bit concerning. Let's have a look at Moderna. Seems to be hitting the scanners. Oh, that's moved up nicely as well. What's the spreads on Moderna right now? 30 cents. It's a high cap stock. I'll probably leave it alone for now. Not really. It's just like I said yesterday, Alistair, I'm being a little bit more aggressive in November for obvious reasons. I want to try and get ahead. So I did say we might get a dip and rip on Virex. So we've got a couple of key areas here. So this is the high of session, 255. We've got the pre-market high at 265. And also got this level here at 260. So this needs to hold over the VWAP, otherwise Virex is gone. No, it's breaking lows now. So not looking like it's going to come back. Does anybody remember the sweets in the Nerds? Oh, there we go. We traded SoFi very well the other day. Starting to move up. Good shape, Brian. Yeah, right. Kind of choppy, isn't it? Is this? So let's go back to Peabody. It made its way back up. Didn't quite break the high, so we've now got a resistance up at kind of 2685 on Peabody. Is there something that you would like to see? Is there something that you're watching, guys? Off you, Med. Med moves up. Why am I going lightheaded? I'm going to take a look at that for you, Anthony. Oh, wow. Wayfair's motoring. Do they have earnings today? Yeah, Q3 earnings were released before market opened. But good earnings. Oh, Wayfair Q3 adjusted EPS was actually a miss. Sales beat. Yeah. It's not bad earnings. Not, I wouldn't say they're great earnings, but light than expected loss, but that's Wayfair. Looking strong. Well, that's pulling back. Sava's pulling back. Sava Sciences. Well, the short queues are. This is selling off big time. The NASDAQ's selling off big time, so we should get quite a bit of volatility out of this. Question is, do we want to short today? What do we want to short today? Well, let's have a look at some of these bigger stocks that you'd think if the NASDAQ's selling off, it might be influenced by some of these. Microsoft selling off. The BA's still up. Good earnings yesterday and sold off into the close. Hangover Energy's moving up as well. So it seems like the solar energy stocks are seem to be having a good day. Just not on great volume. I think that's the problem, and that's been the problem in October. Was we're getting some good movers, just not with the volume. So it's risky to take the trade. So you can either get in and hope for the best, but looking for the pattern breakouts, they're not reliable without the volume. Let's do a quick search via volume. Where's the crowds at? Moderna. I don't like that. Double top M pattern forming, so I don't like that. Could be wrong, but we'll see. So Rig and Moderna are where the crowds are at the moment. Oh look. Zom, Mox, ExxonMobil, making new. So energy stocks in general seem to be making good. Ooh, the spreads are very narrow on this. That's good. Very liquid stock, obviously. This is up 1%. These larger cap stocks. All right, let's have a look. Anybody see anything? So Norma had a good day yesterday and sold off during the open. A good pre-market yesterday and sold off during the open. A really good day the day before. We're getting a continuation. Not convinced. I'll have a look at that, Dennis. I was just looking at Enovix moving. It's gone green on the day. Have a look at Roku now. All's forgiven now that I'm back in profit today. No. 46.60 is really where it needs to be. And you've got the sending resistance there. It doesn't, not showing any particular strength to go up and break that at the moment. Nice ETF moving up. If you trade ETFs, I don't normally, but we'll see. XG, 10 times genomics. Nerd wallet is up quite a bit. Why? Is there a catalyst driving this move up? What happened in the world day trade? It finished, Alistair. Q3 earnings. Nerd wallet. You don't usually get stocks going parabolic on earnings. Peloton. The head and shoulders move there. We missed it. Break of the 200 EMA would have been good. So there's a shoulder. There's a head. There's another shoulder. The break of the 200 EMA would have been a good time to get in, or possibly 765. And this potentially 35 cents maybe on there. So that would have been what, 790. Oh, I probably missed most of the move. How did I get on? I got knocked out on the Monday. I took a big swing. I only had a day left, and I was nowhere near. So I did a YOLO punt, and I thought it's the only way I'm going to get anywhere near the top 100 is to do a YOLO play, and I got knocked out. So Moderna is breaking highs as well. Spreads are 20 cents. 20, 30 cents. I'll leave that. Anybody seeing anything worth taking a look at? Let me know and I'll pull it up on the screen. It's a very choppy day today. Let's look at the quick look at the markets and how they're performing over the last while. So this is the S&P 500. Very choppy to start off with, a massive sell-off. So we're getting very bearish sentiment across the market. The NASDAQ even worse. So we didn't even get the choppy. It was just choppy sideways. No uplift before the sell-off. The Dow Jones Industrial 1.1, very similar, and the Russell 2000. So you can see the Russell 2000 very similar as well. So the NASDAQ and the Russell 2000 are the ones that are performing the worst at the moment, and bearish market today, guys. So just be careful out there. We're half an hour in. We've got 1700, well, 1600 to make up for the daily goal. You usually get a news drop at the top of the hour, maybe. Something starts to move. Peabody just did a double top and sell off. Top, sell off. So Irax never came back. Neuro just sold off. Let's go through the gap as okay, so that's Lindy. Lindblad Expeditions. Not enough volume. Volatility is very low. It's 10 cents ATR, so the volatility is very low. Vimeo. So they had earnings, I think, today, but just plateauing right now, consolidating sideways. Vaxite, or Verisite, moved up, sideways, low volume. Selena, nah, not enough volume, can't trade that. Infinera, again, not enough volume to trade it right now. Volatility is not great. Moved up, gapped up. It's above the VWAP. Can't really trade that. Hudson, that's plateauing up there as well. Let's have a look. What are the IPOs today, if any? So we've got upcoming IPOs. Protonic Acquisition. Oh, it's not launched yet. That's the only one that should be. Oh no, it's tomorrow. Protonic is tomorrow. Let's have a look at the recent IPOs. Mobileye. That's just done nothing but sell off over the last week since it launched. Prime Medicine. That's had steady gains over the last couple of weeks since it launched, middle of October. But no volume. Well, there's two tickets for Under Armour, Brian. So you've got Under Armour with the double A, and you've got Under Armour with a single A. Same company, two different tickers. So that one's just under $7, and it's just under $8. So one's under $8, one's under $7. So take your pick. Under Armour had earnings today. This is the hangover from yesterday's interest push. Hang on a minute, what we're getting? We're getting a little bit of a move. Got a bit of a spike there. The upside. So let's okay. Altice USA. And it's the top momentum at the moment. Only because of that little move up. It's not really, it's underneath the VWAP, so probably not worth doing anything right now. There's a little lack of volume on most of these stocks. Forza from yesterday had a good day yesterday. Held most of its gains, so I figured there might be a continuation in this, but we'll see. There's not a lot of volume. "4D molecular therapies." Let me know, guys. Is there something that you want me to take a look at? Okay, because Kellogg's earnings have just dropped. Robin Hood. Nice little pop there, nice little spike. Testing 1220. Robin Hood. Byrax trying to make a comeback. Byrax Biolabs. Moderna trying to go green on the day. Look at that. After the sell-off, it's trying to go green on the day now. Go figure. Vulcan Materials spiked up. AMD. So a lot of these mid caps are now making spikes up. So AMD, $50. What's the spreads like on AMD? Oh, they're not bad at all. Now that the S&P 500 is testing the VWAP, might be so the SPY testing the VWAP. VWAP fade is what I said might be a good strategy to take today. So it's pulling back and being rejected on the VWAP there. AMD will probably do the same thing. So let's have a look at AMD moving up. No, it's not. It's trading completely against the market, counter trending as it were. Yeah, they had their earnings drop there, Alistair. This was Kellogg's sold off, and then they had their earnings. ARDX, let's have a look at that. No. Novavax trying to go green on the day. In sympathy with Moderna, I think. So Novavax, let's see. Virax, Novavax, a lot of the vaccine are all moving up together in tandem. Moderna's just gone green. This makes new highs. It's trading in sympathy with Moderna. Is there anything that you guys want to take a look at? Prevention Bio. Testing $8 now. Nice hammer candle. I think Novavax could be worth bit on that screen there. It's fifth the price of, seventh of the price of Moderna, but it's following the pattern pretty similar. Etsy moving down, Egypt down. Just getting price spikes down right now, and I don't really want to go. I don't really want to start shorting right now. How's Nikola doing? Because they've got earnings today as well. Nikola. I want to see a strong momentum trend. Trend is your friend. How are we getting on, guys? Let me know how, in the chat. Let me know how you're getting on. Are you red, green? The first 40 minutes of the market open. Are you profitable? Are you struggling? There's a lot of movement. There's some good volatility. Just the majority is lacking volume. Therein lies a lot of the problem. Sunrun. Just looking for anything with good volume at the moment. Good relative. It doesn't have to be great volume, just good relative volume in comparison to what it normally trades at. Because if you've got a low float stock, then the likelihood of it having a similar kind of volume as a Moderna or an AMD is very little. But if it's a low float stock is normally trades at, you know, in the thousands, and today it's trading in the millions, yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of people are just sitting on their hands at the moment, and that's okay. The money's made in the waiting, not the trading. That's what they say. So, and here's a quick lesson in technical analysis here. So when it started to make its move back up, I drew this level at 244 as this was a resistance here on multiple occasions, and it got rejected at 244. So if you're new to trading, get used to drawing lines at support and resistance, because they do come in handy. And you know not to get in just before a key resistance level. And that's okay, Alistair. I could do use as a snack right now. I'm hungry. Is it shortable, Nero? It's Rumble. Ah, Rumble's about to break $12. Nice. Pre-market high, key level 12.10. Just broke $12. So we've got a session high of $12. There's a key level here at 12.11, 12.10. Volume's not great on Rumble. It was doing great up until yesterday, and then just capitulated. Had a few good days in a row, a whole good week in a row. It's the 24th. Been climbing. Well, holidays. I mean, I had one in September, and I'd like to take the last couple of weeks off. I'd like to take Christmas and New Year. I think the World Cup starts in a few weeks as well. But I'd like to take Christmas and New Year off. So, which is why I'm being a bit more aggressive in on my trading in November, or might be more aggressive if I find the right opportunities to be aggressive on. Nvidia spiking up. Nice big spike up as well. What's the spreads? Oh, not bad at all. See if we can get 135 to start off here. I like Nvidia long term, actually. I think I'm very bullish on Nvidia long term. I think it's got a lot going for it in terms of where it's positioned on the market, its economic moats, etc. Struggling at the moment with supply issues, but all the chip stocks are. Well, Do I plan on going anywhere? Yeah, I've got a place in mind. Might be house hunting over there as well, so we'll see. I'll get out in a minute. I'm kind of just watching this because I'm watching the SPY at the same time. And that's right at the VWAP. So if the SPY bounces, it might drag this up as well. So I'm just kind of looking at multiple charts on multiple tickers right now that could have an impact. Get a VWAP bounce on the SPY, potentially. Otherwise, I'll just get out. If this breaks 2K, I'll get out. Max loss on this trade, 2K. There we go. Continuing to sell off. Yeah, somewhere nice and warm there, Teddy. The Irish winters don't. There you go. SPY got the VWAP bounce on the SPY, and then this moved up. Could have held this a little bit longer. Yeah, my knees. I get awful arthritis in my knees. Get back in. This breakout, bull flag breakout. That's what I was holding for. Was a bull flag breakout. But it's replicating the S&P 500 right now. That's not going my way. Well, that was a waste of a trade. Selena Hospitality is the top one right now. It'd be like that sometimes. Oh, I like the look of that double bottom. So if it comes and breaks, it's still key level 244 on Virex Biolabs. Key level, but also it's the top of this double bottom there. Got faked out twice on that one, so third time's a charm. First candle breaks a new low, is our exit. No, I didn't lose 6k, no. I was only 3k up. I lost 3k. Oh, one way or the other, this is... Oh, that's taken me back green again. Oh, we're up and down like a bride's nighty here. Get out there. Oh, so 360. So we're back green again for now. So 2 winners, 2 losers. What else is moving? Grab holdings. Have to take a look. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm green. I'm going to stay green. I'll take a look at it again later. She's going to want a walk now, so I'm going to take her for a walk. I'll come back a little bit later, and we'll do it all over again. So I will end the stream there. If you want to learn how to trade, don't forget either first link in the bio, first link on the link tree that's in the bio, or if you're watching on YouTube, first link in the description. Check that out. If you want to know how I spot stocks that are moving, Benzinga. So what you're seeing here is Benzinga, and check those out. And I'll be back at it tomorrow, 90 minutes before the market opens. Catch you later, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Yeah, I'm taking you in a second.